Hey, this is Dawn Mansky, founder of Made for Freedom, and I forgot to move my lights so that they are where they're supposed to be. All of our products are made by survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. I need help changing this. Yesterday somebody said something about mirror the camera, and I could not find it. So if somebody Dun 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 dun. Nope. I don't know where it is. I can't find anything today in this. There we go. Boom. Oh, look. Okay. I don't know why it shows up sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I looked around for that, couldn't find it. Oh, I got a crazy thing going with the hair. That's kind of normal. My name is Dawn Mansky, and I am the founder and CEO, CIO of Made for Freedom. All of our products are made by survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. So, what we do is we partner with centers around the world that are providing life skills, job training, and dignified employment for survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. So, what do I mean marginalized situations? Um, Extreme poverty, devaluation of the girl child, all sorts of things like that. So, how does Made for Freedom help fight human trafficking? That's a good question. So I know that I started learning about human trafficking and figured out, just started to see how widespread this issue was. And like this is happening all over the world. And when I realized that there were young girls, I actually saw a video of an undercover reporter went into Cambodia asking for the youngest girls he could find. And it turned my stomach, and it just made me so angry, and I didn't know what to do about it. But I was able to go on a trip to India, and I met with different groups that were providing life skills, job training, and dignified employment for survivors of human trafficking. And it was so evident that this stability in their life, this income, that this space where they were learning new things and that they were encouraged and they had hope for the future was changing lives. So all of that said, I started this small business called a social enterprise. And what we do is we partner with centers around the world that are providing all of these things: therapy, counseling, legal services, but the bigger thing, jobs. So providing jobs, making really, really beautiful things. And I wanted to show you today some of those beautiful things because everything at Made for Freedom, everything that is purchased from Made for Freedom is providing all of these things. It's providing services and life skills and job training. But you not only get really beautiful products, you understand and you know that you're helping fight human trafficking. And what we say is fight human trafficking with style, because we have beautiful fashion, we have ethical fashion, beautiful fashion pieces. We have not just fashion pieces, we have all these different products, but they're all stylish. And the result of these products are the result of dignified employment, which means they are fighting human trafficking with style. So one of the pieces that I love, well, this is a piece I'm wearing one of our shirts. So this is one of our Freedom Scroll shirts, and I'm wearing a couple of my what I would say are my non-committal things. So I talk about this necklace on a regular basis. I love this necklace, and I'm going to pull one out so I can show it to you up close. But this necklace it's three different metals. So it's silver, gold, and rose gold. Well, and a little bit of bling. Okay, so it's got a little bit of bling. And what I decided at a young age was that I didn't want my wedding band to be a metal that wasn't consistent with what was going on as far as trends. And so I decided a long time ago that I wanted a wedding band that I could commit to one man, but don't ask me to commit to one metal. So This is called the metal non-committal because it's got the silver. They're actually it's a stainless steel. It's made from stainless steel, but it's got 18 karat gold plate, rose gold, and just a stainless steel, and a little bling down here at the bottom. So that's our metal non-committal necklace, and that's what I'm wearing here. And I love this one. And metal non-committal, so not committing to that. But I also kind of decided, my niece got this really beautiful tattoo down her arm, and it was beautiful. But I looked at it and I was like, okay, that's beautiful. However, I wouldn't want it on my arm forever. I guess I'm not going to commit to something like that. So, but that was the inspiration behind the design of this t-shirt. So this t-shirt is it says made for freedom, and it has this beautiful, it's organic cotton, and it's super comfortable. But this is the sleeve that I love. We call this the Freedom Scroll sleeve. And so this scroll design was kind of inspired by my niece's tattoo and this beautiful tattoo that she has down her arm. And I thought, oh, that's really pretty. However, I would want to take it off. So we don't call this the non-committal tattoo shirt, but we call it the Freedom Scroll because this scroll design is actually the same scroll that is in our hummingbird. So that beautiful scroll thing. So I took the scroll and we fight for freedom. So this is the Freedom Scroll t-shirt. Oh, Sir Altruistically, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And thank you so much for coming again today. I actually got your thing packaged. If you want to shoot a message, I haven't gotten that out in the mail yet, but if you want another bracelet, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the different styles. I didn't see a note from you. I think yesterday, sorry everyone else, I know yesterday we had a giveaway and we gave away 2 bracelets. We gave away 2 Flourish bamboo bracelets. These are actually made at the same center as these. So the organic cotton, these t-shirts are made by women coming out of a red light district in Kolkata, India. And Sonagachi is the name of the red light district. And this center is providing jobs coming out of this red light district for women coming out of the red light district. That red light district has over 11,000 women being prostituted out. And it's just difficult to understand the numbers behind that. But yesterday we gave away, the same center makes these little bamboo adjustable bracelets. And Sir Altruistic won one, and he's going to give it to his girlfriend. But he was incredibly helpful. He's the one who was like, hey, switch your camera, the thing. And he was very engaged yesterday. So I want to send him a bracelet, but I need you to go look at the different styles and see if there's one that you want. If you want the beard, that's all good. Oh, you did shoot a message. I hope you read it. I didn't see a message. But if you want to shoot an email to admin@madeforfreedom.com, that would be great. And that will get, I looked around, I'm telling you. Oh, okay. Trisha found it. We're all good. Sir Altruistic, thank you. I was going to do a giveaway today. I'm just going to say, I want to show you guys some beautiful stuff. But I got to tell you, I wanted to do a giveaway today, and I looked around. I was already running late. I could not find the space to go add the things to the giveaway. So we're not doing a giveaway today. Sorry. I would love to. When I have a half an hour to go dig in and find the right buttons, I'll do that, and we will come back next week. Okay, cool. So let me see. So next week, in case you're wondering, next week we are going to be going live Monday through Friday, but later in the evening. So not in the afternoons. But I was telling you about this t-shirt. So organic cotton made by survivors of human trafficking. This is the Freedom Scroll. Nice long sleeves. This is a ladies cut. So the neck is not quite so tight. It's not your typical crew neck. It's a little bit of a scoop. And then we also have The shoulders are not super wide. Like a lot of the unisex t-shirts, the shoulders are broader and they get more slim at the hips. Well, ladies, we tend to not need the slimmer size at the hips. We need a little more space in the hips. So this is the ladies cut. This is, we don't have many of these left. We have some Freedom Scrolls, but I will tell you, we're getting a new design of this. It's going to be reversed. I had several ladies who said, I cannot buy a white t-shirt. I'll spill something on it. So what we did was we are doing the inverse of this. Our next Freedom Scroll shirt is going to be a black shirt. We're not going to have anything here. We're going to have a black shirt and we're going to have the white Freedom Scroll. And on this sleeve down here, we're going to have the hummingbird and it's going to say Made for Freedom. So I'm super excited about that because this one, I like this one, but one of my favorite pieces to wear, which I wear most of the time, I would definitely call it a staple for me, is the Seek Justice necklace. And when I wear the Seek Justice necklace with this t-shirt, then it kind of interferes with this. So on the next Freedom Scroll shirt, we're not doing anything up here, but the white ones, I still think they're beautiful, but the white ones, we have a few of these left. So if you look in the little shopping area, you should be able to see the Freedom Scroll shirt. But I also want to show you some of the other shirts that we have. We have a unisex. So I was just talking about the unisex cut is a little bit different. This is a really small one. So what is this? This is an extra small. This is a unisex. They run larger. So if by chance, if by chance you get on and you're ordering the Freedom Scroll shirt, the white, order 2 times larger than you normally do because they run really small. This next order that we get in, I asked them to shift the sizing because I just think they run too small. So let me see. So this is a unisex tee, same organic cotton, made by the same organization, providing dignified employment for survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. Oh, someone just shared our live. Thank you so much. And I'm seeing follows and I'm seeing likes. So appreciate that. So as we are talking about fighting human trafficking, every time you share this, every time you like it, every time you follow, you can only follow once, I guess, but every time you like and share, and when you follow, that is incredibly helpful for us as a small business, as a social enterprise, trying to fight this global issue. Like we are a small business with a global impact because we have products from about 20 different centers, all of which are providing dignified employment for some of the most desperate people in our world. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to say, I'm doing what I can to fight human trafficking globally, follow us, share this stream, come and hang out with us when we go live, share and like and comment on our TikTok videos and like all of our short form videos. So that helps us as we are trying to get to a larger audience, because every time we get to a larger audience, we are able to communicate with a larger audience and share the message and help people understand the value of dignified employment, share about the products. And every time we sell anything, every time we sell a product from Made for Freedom, it means we're going to place another order and we are going to generate more hours of dignified employment. So that's, if you help us get the word out, you are helping to fight human trafficking, and we appreciate it greatly. So here we go. This, I get a little sidetracked. Can you say a little like rabbit hole or rabbit trail? Rabbit hole. I don't know. I don't remember the idioms well either. But this is one of my favorite quotes. So over here on the sleeve, it says Made for Freedom, dun, 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 and short sleeve unisex organic cotton with this amazing quote by Steve Jobs. It says, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." And I feel like this is just such an appropriate statement. It's such an appropriate quote for people who are in the space of trying to fight human trafficking, whether it's a caseworker or a lawyer or somebody who is an advocate, and you just say, I want to raise awareness. I want to let people know. I'm going to follow everything I can with Made for Freedom. I'm going to share their stuff. I'm going to follow. I'm going to do everything that I can to get the word out, because human trafficking, like I said, is a global issue. And if you think about it, to fight the world's fastest growing illegal industry, the second largest illegal industry, maybe the first now, for people who pour themselves into fighting this global atrocity, you're not going to be able to stop it. We're not going to be able to stop human trafficking. But can we make a difference? Can I do whatever I can? Can I do whatever is possible to help, even if it's just helping one person, even if it's just helping one? So you've got to be a little bit crazy to spend your energy, your time, your efforts fighting this huge thing. But if we don't, who's going to stand in the gap? Who's going to help? So I think this is a great quote for people who are committed to fighting some of these huge global issues. Okay. So anyway, we don't have a lot of these left either, but we have another batch coming in. So be ready for that. And we have, sorry, I put these way over here on the side. So we have one more long sleeve, and this is navy blue, same organic cotton, super soft. I mean, I have people who come back and they tell me all the time, they're like, this is one of my favorite t-shirts, and I wear it all the time because it's so soft. So this one on the sleeve, so this is kind of what the sleeve is going to look like on the next Freedom Scroll. But here we go. So this is the sleeve. It's got the hummingbird and it says Made for Freedom. So that'll be on the sleeve of the next Freedom Scroll, the inverse Freedom Scroll. But then on the front of this one, this is our Strength and Dignity shirt. And it says, strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs without fear of the future. And this is from Proverbs 31. And so when I saw this verse, I just thought, oh my gosh, this is what Made for Freedom is all about, is providing a safe place, helping survivors understand their dignity, giving them strength, giving them courage, but then also allowing them a space where they can laugh without fear of the future. And I thought this is perfect for what we do. So we have had this design, we've had this quote in multiple designs. We'll probably keep this one for a while, but the long sleeve ladies cut, the crew neck, it's not your typical crew neck. It's a little bit more of a scoop, and it's got these, it's just a wonderful shirt. So the organic cotton is really incredible. It's kind of buttery. You gotta try this. So, yes, that is true. Even if it's only help ones that have been exploited, this will help mental turmoil faced. Exactly. You're absolutely right. So there's so many ways to help. And as I was talking about the fact that really help, like pouring yourself into fighting human trafficking or some of these other atrocities, sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes it seems impossible, and sometimes it just seems like there's no way you're making a difference. It's got to seem that way with certain professions, especially the professionals that spend their lives, just trying to help one. But it does kind of lead me to another one of our really lovely pieces that goes along with this great story. It goes along with this story exactly. So this is made by survivors of human trafficking as well. So this is our rhinestone. With the camera backwards, it always kind of messes me up. So with this is the rhinestone starfish, and This is a lovely piece, but this is inspired by the story of a young man, a boy who was walking along the shore and he saw all these starfish washed up. And this old guy came along and he said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm saving the starfish, sir." And the guy said, "There are thousands of starfish and there's only one of you. What difference could you possibly make?" And the young boy picked up a starfish and he dropped it in the water. And he said, "I made a difference to that one." And so as we talk about human trafficking, we try to always have one piece that has a starfish as a reminder of that story. Even making a difference to one is incredibly powerful. It changes a life. So this is the rhinestone starfish. This is stainless steel. It's got this really nice stainless steel chain as well. And it is adjustable. You can find that in the shopping thing. And if you look up here, I think you can see a coupon thing or something. And that will, you may have a discount, you may have a coupon, you may get free shipping. There might be something up there that would be interesting. So I'm going to do this on the smaller latch, the little jump ring here. So this has a really nice extension. So this has probably, that's a 3.5 inch extension right there, so that you can change the length of this on your neck. And this is one of our best-selling pieces because we have so many customers that are in fact pouring themselves into fighting these horrible things that are going on in our world. I was going to pull out. So we talked a little bit about the non-committal thing. And next week, I'm going to have to show you we have 2 ear cuffs that are really cool. One's a milk and honey and it's stainless steel, I believe, and a walk on water, and the walk on water might be the stainless steel. I don't remember. One's gold. They're both stainless steel. One is gold plated. One is just stainless steel. So one's silver, one's gold. As you can tell, I like the whole non-committal thing, and I like mixing my metals. And the Hannah, I don't think I talked about the Hannah. I did talk about this. I don't know. I talked about this yesterday because this is one of my favorite pieces. But this is another metal non-committal. So it's gold, black, and silver. It's on stainless steel. But I wanted to show you these. We talk about vulnerabilities, and I'm looking for this. This one. Okay. So one of the vulnerabilities that we see in our world today is exploitation and people forced to leave their homes. And so when people are displaced, that is an incredibly vulnerable situation. So if you don't have a home to go to, if you get forced to leave the home that you know, possibly the country that you have grown up in, you end up in a place where you are not familiar with the language, you're not familiar with the culture, you're not familiar with the cultural norms, how the government works, how jobs work. There are just you have so many disadvantages because you're not familiar with things. So this is one of the pieces that we have from a group. It's Refugees and Immigrants in St. Louis. And this is a very delicate, very simple wrap ring. And what this does, what it is it's just a little ring that is hand hammered. And I'm not sure if you can see on the ring where it was hammered. You can see the little impressions of where it was hammered to make the circle. So you've got the silver, and Trisha, I'm going to ask, can you just jump in there? I can't remember. Is this sterling silver or is this silver? I don't remember if it's sterling or if it is just straight silver. Anyway, this is hand hammered by Refugees and Immigrants in St. Louis. And the other one is the brass. And so here's the brass one, which also hand hammered by Refugees and Immigrants. And just a very fun ring right there. But the other day when I was showing these on our live episode, I put a couple of them together And then, wait, I put them on this finger. So I put a couple of them on together. And I was like, oh, that's really fun. So you get so we're getting likes and we're getting follows and shares. Thank you so much, guys. So this is the silver and the brass together. And I thought, well, the two look so good together. I wonder what it would look like to maybe add some. So I added a couple, and this is what I got. So this is 4 of the rings together. So this is 2 brass and 2 silver. And I think I kind of love it because it's such a nice thing. And they're adjustable. So they're adjustable rings, brass and silver. And what they do, you can just stack them. And in the back, it's not that thick. So it's not that cumbersome to your ring. If it were that thick in the back, it might be a little bothersome, but it's not. And so these are hand hammered by refugees and immigrants in St. Louis, as well as these. So this is a hand hammered earring. I don't remember, Asmara, I think is what it's called. And I think, yeah, so let me pull these out. These are they're so delicate and they're so simple, but hand hammered by, I mean, it's just kind of cool that this is actually hand hammered because you can see the little hammer things. I've never tried working with brass, so I don't know how difficult that is, but I'm sure that I would not be able to make one that looks as nice as this. So let me just put this in and you can see it's nice because it is so simple. And so here's this very delicate little, I'm not sure if you can even see it. Where did the other one go? So these are called Asmara, and I think that word, I'm not exactly sure what that word means. We get products. The ladies that work at this center are primarily from Burma and Nepal. So they had to flee their countries because they were fleeing for their lives. And now they have made it as legal refugees into the United States, and they live in St. Louis and they work there. So they are now being provided with dignified employment and training and skills and all that stuff. But all that stuff, it's really good stuff. So these are the Asmara, and these come in silver as well. So they're Asmara, and that's what I started to say. Asmara is a word, I believe, from Burma. And I want to share the story of one of our pieces that I'm a little bit obsessed with right now. And those are they're called Brave. And the reason I'm thinking of it is because it actually has Burmese language. It doesn't just have the name. So we have a lot of names that are a different language or are from a different country, but they, I don't know these languages. I don't know Asmara exactly what that means, but I think it is Burmese. However, this new piece that we've gotten, which I'm going to take this off so that I can show you how beautiful it is. We have the Brave earrings, and I was showing these the other day, and somebody was asking about the design. Yesterday, I finally figured out what the design was. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like little leaves, little circles, little, it's hard to hold this flat against the white, but there are little circles in there. And the circles are actually the Burmese language. And in this, it says, I am brave. And so we call these the Brave earrings. And they are they're just kind of, from the front, they're kind of a very subtle hoop. But from the side, you can see this really delicate design. And it has this great story because in there it says, I am brave. The reason they have these earrings is because the I am brave, this design was inspired by a young lady who was her family actually sent her to work in a factory so that she could make money for the family because they were so poor. And while she was there, she ended up being sold to a man who trafficked her. And she got caught in this whole web of lies and deception. And through her escape and through a lot of courage and bravery, she was able to get away from that. And now she works at the center that makes these products. Well, this design, this is the Brave Drop, same design with the words "I am brave" written in Burmese, and this was inspired by her story. And we also have the Brave necklace. So this also has an extension on it. So we have this extension chain so that you can even make it a little bit longer. But look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the I Am Brave necklace, or the Brave necklace actually is what we call it. And same as the earrings, it has these beautiful designs in here, but the circles, little circular designs is the language, the Burmese language that says, I am brave. So those were made by, okay, so we've got the Brave earrings, which are side facing. And then we have the Brave Drop earrings, which are more front facing. And then we have the Brave necklace, which is on your neck, hangs around your neck. These are all stainless steel with 18 karat gold plate, and they are gorgeous. I love these. Are just these are my new thing because they catch the light so nicely and they're very bold and brave. But these are made by survivors of human trafficking in the southern part of Asia. So this is providing dignified employment for survivors down there. And the whole Burma thing. So the Asmer earrings that I showed you, the little dangle earrings right there, and the rings, the wrap rings, the brass and the silver wrap rings are made by refugees from Burma now living in St. Louis. But the other pieces are made by ladies still in Burma who have been rescued from human trafficking and are now supporting themselves. And I was going to show you, okay, so when we talk about vulnerable situations and people who have been forced to flee their homes, another situation that we often talk about is, well, we have man-made disasters, and that's one reason people need to leave their homes. But then there are also natural disasters. And this next group that I want to show you some products from, I thought I saw some down here, but I know I have some here. And I have another pair. So I got to find the other. Oh, they are right here. Dun, dun, dun. I knew I was looking at them. So there's a group, and this guy and his wife, actually, this family, I should say, there's a family that I know that they moved to Turkey to see if they could help with the Syrian refugee crisis. And when they got there, they started building relationships with refugees, and they said, we just want to see how we can help, if there's anything that we can do. Hey, Jen, welcome for joining. And King Simpleton, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing. That is all really, really helpful for us as we, a small business, fight this global issue called human trafficking. So we appreciate you sharing our lives, following us, and just becoming an advocate for those who desperately need dignified employment, for those who are trapped in exploitation. So anyway, this family moved to Turkey to see if they could help the Syrian refugee crisis. Excuse me. I think I brought a water in somewhere. So the Syrian refugees living in this refugee camp, they basically said, our biggest issue right now is we can't support ourselves. were not from this country. These are Syrian refugees, but they're in Turkey. And they had to flee their country because of the war and all of the military stuff going on. And so they made it across the border to Turkey and live in these huge refugee camps. And they said, if we're able to find a job in the community, they often take advantage of us. They don't pay us what we should be paid. They work us like crazy, and then we don't have a job for months, so it's inconsistent. It's not a fair wage at all, and they take advantage of us because we are refugees. So, hey, welcome. I'm glad you could be here. Yo though, and princes. Anyway, so this family started thinking, hey, I wonder if they could make jewelry. Maybe we could figure out how to make jewelry. They connected with a jewelry designer, and that designer gave them some really good ideas and wanted to be part of what they were doing. So they go walking through the refugee camp, and they find a metal worker. So there is a metal worker in the refugee camp, and he says, I love the idea, but I had to flee my country for my life. I don't have my hardware, I don't have my equipment, I don't have my tools. And so they just said, okay, let's keep talking about this. Maybe we can figure this out. Like, if we have the ability, we have the skills, we have people who are willing to do this, maybe we keep digging into this. So they come back after about a week, and they talk to the metal worker, and they say, okay, we think, let's talk about how we can get you the stuff you need so that you can make the earrings, so that we can provide employment for the Syrian refugees in this refugee camp. And he said, we don't need to talk about it. I figured it out. I scraped it together. Let's do this. And he had everything he needed. So somehow around the refugee camp or somewhere in the community, he was able to pull together everything that he needed to do these earrings. And so they started with these lovely silver earrings. And this is one of the pair that we have. And these are called the mustard seed. So these are silver, and it's difficult. I'm not going to be able to get a good focus on these, but the design that makes up the little mustard seed ball is actually little hearts. So it's little hearts that make up this ball, and it's called the mustard seed. So this is the silver mustard seed, and this is they started with silver, and then they started doing gold plated, and these are, let me see, silver plated brass is what the original ones were, silver plated brass, and the hooks have no nickel in them. So the hooks are hypoallergenic. But then they started doing rose and regular gold as well. So this is rose gold plated brass, and this is the dream catcher. And this is their rose gold is so pretty. I really like it. Let me see. And anyway, so there's the dream catcher, and there is the mustard seed. Let me see if I have any. I thought I had more of those. Ah, yes, I do. Okay. I didn't get this over here soon enough, but here we go. So we have I showed you the mustard seed, and I showed you the dream catcher. We also have the sun filigree. So the sun filigree is a very similar design to the dream catcher, but this is the gold. So this is 14 karat, 14 or 18 karat plate. And these are just nice. This is more of a dome. So you can see this is more concave on the back, but these catch the light nicely as well. But the design is so intricate. And I love the fact that it is, it's like this incredibly delicate thing. And I think, gosh, this was made in a refugee camp by refugees. And so this is providing jobs for them so that they can support their families while they live in a refugee camp. I can't imagine having to live in a refugee camp because war broke out in my country. So I love that we are able to partner with centers like this. So we have the yellow gold dream catcher. No. That was the sun filigree. And this is the silver sun filigree. So the silver sun filigree is also lovely and it's the concave, it's the same shape and it's a very delicate design, very intricate. But those are the sun filigree. And then we have these are so beautiful. So these are the leaves of healing. Leaves of healing. I think it's leaves of healing. I get so confused sometimes on the names of our stuff. But aren't those lovely? So the leaves of healing, silver. This is what these look like. And these are just, so I was talking to the director. And after our second order, so our first order, we ordered some of the silver. And I thought, well, let me see if our customers are interested in buying these because Healing Leaf. Oh, Trisha. So Trisha's on the back end and she's listening and she's going, Dawn, you got the name wrong. So she's very nicely and politely correcting me by saying Healing Leaf earrings are beautiful. So everybody, yay for Trisha. Dawn got the name wrong. So everybody, yes. Okay, so hi Stacy. Thank you for joining. We're happy you're here. And Trisha's keeping me in line or, trying. It's not an easy thing. Hey Patrick, glad you could join us. So these Healing Leaf earrings are made by Syrian refugees in Turkey. And all of our products are made by survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. So refugee status is very much a vulnerable situation. So if we can help provide jobs for people in that situation, that definitely falls into preventing exploitation because it would be so easy to exploit people who have been displaced from their homes. So anyway, the Healing Leaf earrings, this is the silver pair. And we, like I said, their first order, we got the silver mustard seed, we got the silver sun filigree. We got the silver Healing Leaf earring. We got all sorts of beautiful silver things. And then after we started selling them, I was like, okay, these are gorgeous. These are really beautiful earrings. And I love them. And I love the story behind them. And I'm excited about helping provide what we can't provide, dignified employment in the midst of a refugee camp. But then we had a phone call and the director told me, we are sending your second order and we have gold and rose gold. So I showed you the rose gold dream catcher. So here's the dream catcher and it's shaking a lot, but there's the dream catcher in rose gold. And I showed you the sun filigree in gold. So they're the gold and the rose gold. And I will show you, I will show you this one other. And this is the Healing Leaf in rose gold. I love the rose gold. The rose gold their rose gold is beautiful. So let me get that in my ear. Think. So isn't that beautiful? So let me show you one a little more close up. But anyway, right after the phone call where I was talking to him about the second order and I was super excited about the rose gold and maybe some new designs, literally within, I think 24 hours was when that massive earthquake hit Turkey and Syria. And a big chunk of it hit the refugee camp. So here's the rose gold Healing Leaf. And just like I said, their rose gold is so It's just got a really nice rose color to it. But the earthquake hit, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I typically, like when a huge disaster like that hits, I'm kind of stuck wondering, how can I help? What can I do? How can I help these people that were just like their homes were destroyed? But this time it was a little bit easier because I said, you know what, we can sell these earrings that are already providing jobs for the refugees, but the refugees now, many of them have been impacted by this earthquake as well. And so we have been sending money from each sale of these earrings. We are sending money back to help buy pajamas, tents, and blankets for the people who lost their homes. And now rice and other necessities for life. So this is we I'm loving this relationship with this group that is providing jobs for Syrian refugees in the refugee camp that is in Syria. So let me see, what else would I want to talk to you about? A couple other things, and I have not, okay, I'm going to take off the Healing Leaf earrings. Thank you, Trisha, for that name. It's always helpful to have somebody who can keep the name straight of the products. Um, this is just kind of a fun necklace here, and it's going to be hard to show you exactly what it says, but I will tell you. So this one can fit over your head. I have kind of a pumpkin head. I have a huge pumpkin head. So, and it still fit over mine, which means it should work for anybody. So this is it's you. You are the key. So this little necklace, it's in the shape of a key. And see, now I got to take it off. So this is not, I maybe should have just shown you instead of putting it on. It does fit over my head. So now we all have seen that. But let me see if I turn this the right way. So this says, dunk, you are. And you'll notice the shape of the charm is a key. So you are the key. And it's talking about the fact that it's kind of along the lines of what we were talking about before, that if each one of us gets involved just a little bit in helping fight a horrible atrocity, fight these issues around our world, then it is helpful for those, even if it's just one, even if it's just two, it is helping. So this is the You Are the Key necklace, and this is made by survivors of human trafficking coming out of red light districts in the southern part of Asia. So providing dignified employment, providing jobs, providing training, providing life skills, and changing lives is really what we're talking about with those. So I do want to show you a couple more things. Oh, these earrings. These are just, these are really fun. So these resin is a new material that is becoming very popular with some of our earrings. And this is called the stone drop earring. So the top is this really bright, shiny silver. And they're just kind of fun. You want to have a fun, bold statement. This is going to, I've forgotten how to get an earring into my ear. So here is the stone drop earring. So you might think, stone drop, that's really heavy, but you know what? It's not. It is super lightweight. The resin hardly weighs anything. And that's a statement right there. So if you're wearing something gray or you're going with some silver, and the thing is, what you can't tell on these is this resin really does look like stone. So let me show you up close. It's kind of a very muted gray. And some people think it looks like like blue dots, but I think it looks much more like, I think it's much more of a gray, but I guess there's a little bit of blue tint. But see how it's kind of a speckled, it looks like it's a stone. but the top is that brilliant silver that just like catches the light and it's kind of wavy. But these are made by survivors as well in the southern part of Asia. So if you want something big and dangly and fun, these stone drop earrings are the way to go. Now, yesterday, when I did live yesterday, when I went live yesterday, the feature product was this really incredible bag. And I'm going to show them again today because they're kind of incredible. So this is the slingback bag, and I'm going to show you the brown, the regular size. So this is your slingback that is kind of a taupey color, kind of a taupe color, kind of a brown, but it's called brown. But let me angle the camera here so that I can, so that you can see the bag a little better, because it's very tall. Or no, it's very long, which means okay, sorry. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with it like this. So the the bag, it's this really good size bag, and it's got this great connector thingy, 2 snaps that help it connect. So you've got a snap here, you've got another snap connector here, so double snap to keep it closed. But it's also got this very fun tassel on the back outside, on the end of the strap. So you've got this tassel, and when you get inside, the pockets are kind of amazing. So see those pockets? So it's kind of hard, but what you're seeing shining is little leather trim on the pockets. So we've got the zipper pocket over here. We got a water bottle pocket here. We've got slip pockets along the side over here and another slip pocket. So we have zipper pocket. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. Can you have too many pockets? The answer would be no. You cannot have too many pockets. This bag is amazing. So you can put your water bottle in there. You don't have to worry about digging at the bottom for your water bottle. You don't have to go digging for your phone or your glasses. And you don't have to go digging for your keys because it also has a little key grab. So you get the key grab, you get all these pockets, you get a water bottle pocket on the inside sewn beautifully. So the stitching on these is amazing. They are made really, really well. And the strap is adjustable. So what does that mean? It means that you get the ability to carry a shoulder bag. You can make it longer. So see this part right here just slides. You can make that long. You can adjust that side. You can also adjust this side. So this also has an adjustable part, and you can do a crossbody bag. So I would make this longer. When I'm doing a crossbody bag, I want it longer. So I'm going to slide this in up here. It's just a very simple buckle. So I don't know if you can see this buckle, but I'm scooching that up, I'm scooching that out, and then boom, it's longer. And I would still do it longer because crossbody, I want it longer. So same thing, buckle back here. I'm going to slide that up. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to slide this out. And boom. So now I got my crossbody bag way down here, which is where I would like to have it. So shoulder bag, I would make it a little bit shorter. Crossbody bag a little bit longer. But then what makes this the coolest bag ever? It has amazing pockets. It's made of really good leather. The thing that makes this the coolest bag ever is the fact that this adjustable strap becomes a backpack. So this bag not only has adjustable straps, great pockets, really amazing leather, and really just adorable. My goodness gracious, it's a beautiful bag. It also becomes a backpack. So you can go for your shopping trip. And I have actually done this. And I love the fact that I can carry my purse and I can grab it. I can throw it on my shoulder just like I would with any other purse. But then while I'm shopping, I'm like, oh, I'm tired of carrying it on one shoulder and I don't really want to do crossbody bag. My bag becomes a backpack so easily. So what you do with the backpack is you think coat. You hold it like this to keep it level and you put it on like so. And that's where you get this really amazing bag. And then I just let it slip off I let it slip off both hands together and then boom, and there it is. You couldn't get it any simpler, but it is so convenient. It's super handy. So here's the brown regular sling back. And then we've got the mini brown. So the mini is a little bit different. The mini, so all of, like I said earlier, all of our products are made by survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. So we partner with centers around the world that are providing life skills, job training, and dignified employment for survivors and for those who are vulnerable to exploitation as a preventative measure. So these were made by marginalized artisans in India. And because of the jobs that they have making these really beautiful leather bags, they have new opportunities and they have more security and less vulnerability moving forward in life. So anyway, this is the mini, and pockets again are amazing. You got a zipper pocket on this side. You got two slip pockets. You don't get the end slip pockets, but you do get the two slip pockets over here. You don't have to go digging for your phone, your glasses. Again, you don't have to go digging for your keys because you have the little key grab right there. And you have a zipper pocket. So same thing as well with the strap. The strap is adjustable and you can make it long for your shoulder bag. You can make it long for your crossbody bag. You can make a short shoulder bag. Actually, let's do that. Let's make this. Let's see how short this gets because I'm not sure. I like mine longer, but it's always good to know. Okay, so that's about as far as it goes for the adjustable part. So that's the shortest on that side. And then on this side, sorry, allergies have been hitting me. My throat's dry, my nose is itchy. You know, the Midwest, allergies, great thing. Okay, so I would not carry my shoulder bag. I know ladies that really like to carry their shoulder bag short. I would not. This would not be my preference. But sometimes if you're in a big crowd and you're trying to make sure that you've got your hand on it, this actually works really well because your hand is covering most of this bag because it's short like this. So you can make it really short like this. Same thing though. Okay, I got this. Where is the crazy hair? Sorry, I'm just distracted by that. I'm seeing it and I'm like, that's just annoying. so the straps are adjustable. So you can do, and this is too short to do backpack, but like I said, you think coat and then you sling it around. Actually, it's not too small. It's just a little snug. So depending on how you like your backpack, that might be the best length. So here's what it looks like as a backpack. This is the mini, and the brown comes in regular and mini, but the other colors we have are black. So here's the black. It's kind of this classic, kind of shiny black. So I would snap that. Oh, I didn't snap it. I thought I snapped it. There, I snapped it. And kind of the same thing. You got this lovely, you've got this very fun little tassel thing. Kind of hard to see the black on black. And I'm all backwards with my the mirrored camera. I am moving the wrong way every time. But here's the tassel. Here's this nice strap that helps keep it closed. Adjustable straps. Amazing pockets. Dun, dun, dun. And same thing, you don't have to go digging for your keys, your phone. Oh, well, wait, your phone, your water bottle, your glasses. keys you put on your key grab, and then the strap is adjustable. So same thing, you can do shoulder bag, you can do crossbody bag, you can do backpack. And we have this in mini normally. We're gonna get some. Thank you so much for the likes and the follows, by the way. If you're interested in anything that we are talking about today, be sure to check up here for a coupon thing or something, or go to the shop and make sure, and then you can see better pictures. You can get more detail. You might have coupons or free shipping. You never know. Just be sure to look around. So we have the brown and the black, and then we also have the camel. So the camel is beautiful. This is my favorite. I really like the black. I wear a lot of black, so I was thinking I would get a black one, so it would go with everything. But I thought, no, this leather is gorgeous. This is a really good leather, and the camel just kind of shows off what a pretty leather it is. And so I decided to go with camel when I bought mine. I am going to shorten this one up a bit as well, but kind of the same thing. It's this very simple buckle, and the adjustable part slips down. And this, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. So you just, sometimes it's a little stiff. The leather is a little stiff when it's new. But what is it? There's some word. But because of the oil on your hands and everything, patine, I think is what it's called. But when it ends up like conditioning the leather, and the leather just kind of stays healthy. So anyway, here's the camel regular slingback bag, and we also carry the mini normally, but right now we don't have any. We will get those. And that was, I was going to show you one more thing that kind of is just really fun. In fact, I might show you a couple new things. Not new things, but a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about, or wanted to show you. So this is because I did a little video about this, which was really kind of fun, but it's called I Am Joyful. And it's the travel candle. So it's the I Am Joyful travel candle. And it has mandarin, bergamot, jasmine, and white tea leaves. So this, and I don't know how to explain this through a camera, but the scent that comes with this camera is phenomenal. I just kind of want to live here. I want to crawl into the tin, and I just want to live here because it's so pleasant, and it's so, it's kind of calming, refreshing, beautiful, all tucked into one little tin. And the reason, oh gosh, it's really, see, I'm just going to get so distracted. I'm going to keep smelling this, and you guys are going to be like, she's crazy. That's okay. You can think that, but this candle is, here, take a whiff. Isn't that lovely? This candle is only 4 ounces. So it's a 4-ounce tin can. And I had never thought of traveling with a candle, but since we've gotten this, I have had so many ladies that come to me and they say, oh, I always travel with a candle. And I could not figure out what that was all about. I don't get the whole travel with a candle thing. I've never taken the time nor the space nor wanted the weight, but this is only 4 ounces, so it's not that bad. And here's what they said. And I was just like, yes, that makes sense. She said, well, both of the ladies that I talked to, they said, you never know what your hotel is going to smell like. And I was like, oh, dang, you're right. Because I try to save money when I travel, and I have gone into some places that needed something like this. And if I had this in my suitcase, my whole room would have been so much nicer. So now I travel with a candle, and that's nice. I will tell you, if by chance you would like to get an I Am Joyful candle, and you want to travel with it, because it's in a tin container, if you put it in your checked luggage, just be ready for them to go, hey, we need to see something. And they'll pull this out. And and then when I was coming back, I was going to an event, and I had like 16 of these in my suitcase, which always looks a little strange. And they stopped, they unpacked everything. What else did I have? I had candles, and I had bath salts, and I had a ton of stuff that they were questioning. They pulled their whole team, like the whole line got stopped up or got slowed down because they wanted to see everything in my bag. And I kept telling them, I was like, oh no, smell it. It smells really good. They just, they're looking at me like I might be a terrorist. And I'm like, no, smell the candle. nobody, nobody smelled the candle. But I tried to give them a very pleasant part of their day by smelling this amazing candle, and nobody did. But there are my tips for traveling with this candle. And just wanted to let you know that you might want to check it instead of carrying it on. If you only have one, it's probably not a big deal. In fact, I'm going to be traveling soon, and maybe I'll just put it in I'll put one in a carry-on and see what that does. So Shelby, I'm so glad that you could join us today. And we are just about to wrap up, but I do want to show you one more. I said I was going to show you one more thing, and then I found this other thing. One more bracelet, and these are not a new bracelet for us, but these are a new color for us. And I love the story behind this bracelet. And so it's kind of a good one to end on, because all of our products are made by survivors of human trafficking and those coming out of marginalized situations. And so it is really, we talk about the stories behind our product all the time, because it's such a powerful thing to provide dignified employment for survivors of human trafficking. It's a restorative measure, and the partners that we have are providing life skills, job training, dignified employment, all sorts of wonderful things. But we also get to tell really cool stories with some of the ways they make their product. And this is one of those. So this is what is this? This is called the Kayal. And like I was mentioning earlier, some of the language for the names of these, because we partner with centers all over the world, we end up with words that aren't actually even English words. But we have the Kayal bracelet, and this is lots of layers. As you can see, it's got little strings with little shiny beads, and then you got this bar, this antique gold bar that says freedom, love, empowerment. And it's got the big beads, it got the chunky beads, and then we got little threads with the little shiny beads, and then we've got the braid, and then we've got this other bead thing. And we have all of these things that are on this bracelet. But then over here by the button also says freedom, love, empowerment. But by the button, there is a little red bead. So there's a little red bead. And the story behind this is these are made by sex trafficking survivors in Cambodia. And this center, they put red beads on all of their bracelets because all over Cambodia, they have these trees, and I think they're called banyan trees. But these banyan trees are great until a certain time of the year when they drop these horrible, ugly pods. And everybody hates the pods. They're annoying, and they just want to get rid of them. However, after about a month, when you pop the pod open, it has these beautiful red seeds. So this center puts a red bead on all of their bracelets as a reminder of beautiful things that can come from something very ugly. And so this is such a beautiful reminder of the hope and the courage and the tenacity and the dignity and the bravery that these women have because they have escaped, because they have survived a horrible situation, and because they have a new hope for the future. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave you with the Freedom, Love, Empowerment Kayal, which has the little red bead, which is a reminder of beautiful things that can come from something very ugly. And I so appreciate you being here today. I so appreciate you stopping by and watching some of this and hearing some of the stories about our amazing products. I hope that you follow, I hope that you share, and I hope you like. If you follow, then you'll get notified next week. I'm going to be going live and sharing all sorts of new products next week, but in the evenings. So thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. And until we meet again, do everything that you can to fight human trafficking with style. Thank you.